Baby, Anthony Edwards said, fuck them monthly payments, give me the total. He basically saying, I'm not finna finance nothing, including them kids. How much is it? You not finna drag me back to court every time you want to increase running up my attorney's fees. How much is all 216 payments? And come to find out, the baby mama is like 38 years old. Anthony is like 23. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. But he hit you with that plot twist and was like, I don't want nothing to do with you or that baby. I give you all the money up front. You better budget wisely over the next 18 years. You wanted a check, I'll write you a check, but it's the only one you gonna get. Ladies, y'all better quit trying to trap these YNs. They don't give a damn. They not gonna beat around the bush with you. They'll just flat out tell you, I don't want that damn baby. Now, I do feel bad for that baby though, cause the baby ain't did nothing to nobody. But ladies, y'all gotta stop trying to tie these young men down with responsibilities that they don't want, cause they not gonna take them. And then you already know she was on some I'm gonna trap his ass type of shit. Because right before she had that baby, she moved to California. Anthony filed his case in Georgia. California has stricter child support laws than Georgia does. She was trying to get more money, but that shit backfired on her ass. Because Anthony said she moved to California for the sole purpose of trying to get more child support. And the judge agreed with him and sent that case back to Georgia. She tried to manipulate the system, and Anthony said, I can't be manipulated. Girl, just go and take your check and leave that man the hell alone.
This woman is a gold digger, and she's selfish, and she will bring a child into this world to trap a man for a bag. She doesn't care the trauma that child is gonna incur. She doesn't care what that child is gonna go through seeing parents fight. She doesn't care. Now Antony is saying, I don't want to see that kid. She doesn't care. She wants the bag. She wants the flashy life, right? Same thing with Antony Edwards. He was reckless. He lacks guidance. He's a young man. And the funny part is, this woman is 38 years old. If this was the other way around, if this was a man impregnating a 19-year-old girl, people will start talking about, oh, her frontal lobe is not developed. Oh, she's young. Oh, the frontal lobe, this. But when it's a woman, it doesn't matter. And I always talk about these issues, right? So I'm not here to say Antony Edwards is 100% to blame, or this woman is 100% to blame, but you need to understand, in this world there are predatory people, men and women. There are men who are there waiting for a vulnerable girl to use her for sexual access, for money, to pimp her. There are women who have failed their own life. They have no skills to life. Their only skill is beauty. And they know to survive and maintain a lifestyle, they need a man. And they will go and prey on these young athletes. Brittany Renner talked about it. They'll go and prey on young athletes because they know young athletes have no experience. And money makes a man arrogant. When you start making money as a young man, you can't listen to anyone. Your uncle might try to say, hey, yo, young man, come here. Let me tell you this. You'll be like, no, fuck this nigga. You are a loser. When your coach tries to tell you something, you're looking at your bank account, you're like, fuck this guy, what can he tell me? And you end up getting into fucked up situations like this. This happens to men all the time. All the time. Listen to this insufferable woman speak.
I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From
Guys, how insufferable is that voice? You can tell the narcissism just from the voice, the way she knows she's pretty, she knows she's the shit, but she's insufferable. And what kills me about these athletes is, with that type of money and that type of access, bro, you can get a normal girl who's not a baddie, who looks exactly like this, is not insufferable, has better morals than this. That's just the truth. Any celebrity that you look at, any IG baddie that you look at, there's a normal girl, bro, somewhere. Many of them that are prettier than some of these women. These women are just famous. I would rather be with a girl who's not known, bro. But I don't have that kind of money. I wish I had Antony Edwards' money, but why do these young athletes put themselves in these situations, bro? For a 5-stroke special, you're going to ruin your whole life, have this woman on your neck for the next 20 years, 18 years of child support. She's always going to take you to court. Every race, you take you to court. Tyrese ended up crying because of this. A lot of athletes have gone broke because of this.
Then I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and I have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby.
Guys, this is someone's mother. This woman is someone's mother with this mentality. This is the irony of the world, man. She can give that child money, but she's just gonna raise another whore if that child comes out to be a girl. That's just the truth. She's a fucking gold digger. But young men put themselves in these situations because, man, beauty at the end of the day is an asset, and men are I don't want to say victims, but I mean we're weak to beauty. But at the end of the day, man, you need to elevate above that, man. You need to control your sexual urges sometimes. You need to curate the type of women that you deal with. There's a certain type of women that if you had impregnated, man, this whole drama would not be happening. But then because you want IG baddies, I'm sure as a young man, you had a fetish watching this woman grow on Instagram. You know, some of these women, you know, Halle Berry, whoever, some of these women that we grew up watching. She's old, she's 38. Probably had a fetish like, no, I want to bang that. But now you hit that 5-stroke special and then you roll inside that woman. What do you think is going to happen? These women are like piranhas when you have money.
For a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
Bro, zero brain cells. Zero brain cells. But you will make a child with this type of woman. Bro, you need a certain level of I get it. We all want beautiful women, bro. No one does not want to sleep with an ugly woman. We all want beautiful women. But can you not at least get an average IQ and above to roll inside and make someone the mother of your children? What morals is she going to teach a boy or a girl as a mother? She is a piranha in the streets. She is a piranha. And when you start making money as a man, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a millionaire. They are predatory women. And they will come for you, bro, because they have no skills. And their only way to make sure that their future is set or their lifestyle is set is to create a baby with a man that is ambitious. And if you're not aware of that, you are going to be a victim of this. And not just the money factor, the peace of mind, being dragged to court every single time, having a drag your image. Bro, these women don't care. These type of women do not care. You have to really choose. You need to curate the type of women, bro, that you deal with. The type of women that you put your dick in, you really need to curate. And it's hard, but you need to learn to do that. Because a woman like this will ruin your life. These are the type of women that will me to you just to get a bag or just to get back at you. But you still deal with them. So Anthony Edwards, man, this is where I tell you, man, money does not make a man. Now the child has to suffer, man. He or she has to go through all this drama. Grow up with all this trauma. And guess what the world is going to say? They will blame it on Anthony Edwards. When have you ever seen the world blame it on a woman? They will always point at him and say, oh, he was a deadbeat dad. Oh, he thought he had money. All this. They will not look at this insufferable piranha and say she's to blame. That's the world we live in now, bro. You need to take care of yourself as a man. You need to be selfish, bro. with your ambitions, with who you make children with, and with who you deal with. Have a plan for your life. What type of woman do you want to make kids with? What type of dynamic do you want? How are you going to support those kids? How are you going to be there for those kids? All these things need to be planned. Don't just go there rowing in any woman and having oops babies, because it's going to ruin your life, and most of all, it ruins the child's life. So at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, but it's sad. Till my next video, I'm out.